wish to thank you, David, on behalf of Piper's Persuasion for this interview this afternoon, which is the 15th of October, and we are sitting in Portishead in North Somerset.
Correct, yes.
And just everybody's wondering why we're sitting here in North Somerset instead of North Uist or some other place like that in Scotland. Why the choice of Somerset for a retirement?
Yes, well, my daughter married a Gurkha officer who retired to farm in North Wales, and they had 3 sons, and they all went to school in England, and they all worked in London or thereabouts latterly. Well, in due course of time they all got married and they all had children, and we were living at the time at Oxton, just south of Edinburgh, north of Lauder on the A68.
That's a nice spot too.
Yeah, beautiful spot. We were there for 32 years and loved it. But of course it was a tremendous journey for people to come to see us. So we thought it over and decided, rather than have the family bring up tiny little children, we would go down, Muhammad would go to the mountain and all that. So we came down here.
Emigrated.
We emigrated, yes. My wife's an English lady.
Yes.
She comes from Devon, just along the road.
Oh, so she's well kent with the area.
She's well kent with the area,
yes.
She interprets for me when the local accent gets too heavy. But
So, you mentioned Lauder a moment ago.
Yes.
Were you not born or something in that area?
No, I was born in Pakistan. In a place called Murray, funnily enough, which is in the hills just north of Rawalpindi. It was the hill station for the troops in Rawalpindi, and my mother was there, and I was born in 1921, towards the end of I was born 9 months after the end of the Third Afghan War. 9 months after the battalion came down from the frontier.
So what battalion was that?
1st Battalion, the Queen's Own Cameron Highlanders.
So that was a connection, eh?
That was the connection, yes.
I see, yes.
And I had the honour to serve in that battalion and that regiment for 28 years.
Yes, but that was a while later.
That was a while, yes. I was a bigger boy then.
Yeah.
But I was born on the books from the day I was born. Yeah.
So the connection with the regiment, who was in the regiment when you were born?
My father was certain. My mother's uncle was before him. He fought at the Battle of Tel el-Kebir in 1882. And the connection's gone on since then. I was the 3rd generation to serve in the regiment.
That was a good 6-8 March, was it not?
The Highland Brigade at Tel el-Kebir, yes, that's right. Yes. Good for the Torlos and sea.
And the sea Torlos, yeah. Yes. You never hear that tune now.
No, Robert Reid gave it to me. One of the first.
Fun enough, I heard Robert Reid and his brother playing it occasionally in the old Pipers Club in the Herders Institute at where was it?
Elm Bank Street.
Elm Bank Street, yeah, Elm Bank Street.
Yes.
Aye, and they used to have, and the Reids played there quite a lot at that particular time in the 50s.
Yes, I believe, yes.
Was one of his favourite Peebrooks not in praise of Morag.
Oh yes, he was he was a master at that.
So even as a small boy, I used to go and listen to these tunes, you know.
Yes.
But that's interesting. So how long did you remain in the subcontinent then, if you like, Pakistan?
I came home when I was a baby.
Uh-huh.
My father had spent 11 years out there one way or another, and he was due a turn at home. So we came and went to Inverness, and we lived at the Cameron Barracks in Inverness, and I spent my first 5 years in Cameron Barracks. And then he joined the prison service and became deputy governor at Barlinnie.
Yes.
And so I was brought up in criminal surroundings, so to speak.
Aye, between the army and the convicts, yes.
Yes.
Now, where did you stay in Glasgow? I assume you stayed in Glasgow when you was working in Berlin, or did you not?
Yeah, oh, we stayed in the quarters at Berlin, and
Yes,
the Deputy Governor's quarter at Berlin.
So where were you educated?
I all over the place. I started off, by the time I was a junior, we were in Edinburgh. My father was Governor of Scotland.
Okay.
And I went to George Watson's, and then we moved to Glasgow again, and I was at the high school.
Glasgow High School.
Yes.
My brother went there.
Street.
That was a famous school.
Yes.
Yes, aye.
And then I was at Greenock for a while, and then we came back to Edinburgh, and went back to George Watson's.
That was a bit of a dismal place, Greenock, eh? If it's going to rain anywhere in the world, that's where it rains.
Just like here. Just like here, yes, yes.
Good.